I never believed in haunted mirrors or cursed objects. Those were just stories people told to scare kids. But after last winter, I can't even look into a mirror without feeling something watching me from the other side. It started a week after I moved into my new apartment. Small, cheap, old building, creaky pipes, nothing special. The bathroom mirror was cracked, so I went to a flea market to find a replacement. There it was, a tall, antique mirror with an ornate black frame, slightly worn at the corners. The seller said it came from an old hotel that burned down in the 1900s. I laughed it off. I just thought it would look good on the wall. The first night it seemed fine. The second night I woke up around 3 a.m. for water. As I walked past the mirror in the hallway, I thought I saw movement. My reflection was still there, but I swear, it exhaled before I did. I stared for a few seconds, then shook my head. Probably a trick of the light, I thought. But that faint fog patch on the glass, like a breath, haunted me all night. The next evening I tested it. I stood in front of the mirror for minutes trying not to blink. I waved, moved side to side. Nothing. I sighed in relief and turned to leave. That's when I noticed the condensation again. Small, faint, appearing right where my mouth should have been. I hadn't moved. It was like the mirror itself was breathing. Over the next few days, things got worse. My reflection's movements didn't always match mine. Sometimes the eyes shifted a moment late. Sometimes the mouth curved into a faint smirk I didn't make. One morning, I blinked once. It blinked twice. I threw a bedsheet over the mirror. That night, I heard a faint scraping sound. Slow, deliberate, like fingernails dragging against glass. In the morning, there were marks on the inside of the surface. A few days later, the sheet was gone. The mirror stood uncovered, spotless, and my reflection, it was smiling again. I wasn't. That night, I had a dream. I was standing in front of the mirror, but the figure inside wasn't me. Its face was slightly distorted, eyes sunken, skin too pale. It pressed its hand to the glass and whispered something I couldn't understand. When I woke up, there was a handprint on the mirror. My friend Faraz came over the next day, joking that I was losing it. We both stared at it for a while. Nothing. But when he walked away, I noticed my reflection didn't move with me. It stayed looking straight ahead. Its lips twitched into that same smile again. Faraz told me to get rid of it. I didn't. That night, the scraping turned into breathing. Heavy, rhythmic, right behind the glass. It went on for hours until it stopped suddenly at exactly 3:12 a.m. Then came a soft tap. I whispered, "Who's there?" The reflection smiled wider. I ran out of the apartment and didn't come back until morning. When I finally did, the mirror was fogged over completely, and across the surface, written in the mist, were 3 words, "Let me finish." My hand shook. I grabbed a hammer and swung. The hammer bounced back, no crack, no dent. The reflection didn't flinch. Instead, it mouthed those same words again, but backwards. I ripped it off the wall, dragged it to the hallway, and threw it face down. The frame split, the glass cracked, and then I heard it. A sharp hiss, like air escaping a lung. The temperature dropped instantly. Every mirror, every reflective surface, the window, the TV, even my phone screen, fogged up at once. I could hear breathing from every direction. When I dared to look down, my reflection in the broken glass was still standing upright. It was smiling, eyes wide, almost alive. Then it moved. One hand pressed against the crack. and the glass stretched like water. Fingers slid through, pale, waxy, wrong. I screamed and ran. After that, I smashed every mirror in the house, covered every shiny surface. For a few nights, I thought I was safe. No noises, no breathing. Then, last week, I was brushing my teeth, half asleep. When I looked up, I saw it again, faintly, in the bathroom mirror. My reflection was breathing, and I wasn't. Now I keep all mirrors covered, but every morning the sheets are gone. Every surface is fogged over. It's like something spent the night standing over me, breathing, watching, waiting. Last night I recorded myself sleeping. This morning I checked the footage. At exactly 3:12 a.m., the sheet slipped off the mirror by itself. A pale figure stepped halfway out, leaned over me, and breathed into my mouth. When it pulled back, my chest started rising and falling, but the reflections didn't move. Now, when I stand in front of any mirror, there's always that faint fog forming before I exhale. That tiny delay. That feeling that the reflection is one breath ahead. And sometimes, when I turn away, I can still hear it breathing. I'm not looking at my reflection anymore. I'm looking at what replaced me.